Baba Yaga is one of the most mysterious and terrifying figures in Slavic folklore. Her name evokes fear and fascination in equal measure. Descriptions of her appearance vary, but the details are always unsettling. She is depicted as a grotesque old woman with a long crooked nose that nearly touches her chin, sharp iron teeth, and fiery eyes that seem to pierce through the dark. But what makes her even more extraordinary is her means of transportation. Baba Yaga doesn't walk, ride a horse, or fly on a broomstick. Instead, she soars through the skies in a giant mortar, steering with a pestle and sweeping her tracks away with a silver birch broom. Her home, much like her, is bizarre and otherworldly. Hidden deep within the forest, Baba Yaga's hut stands on enormous chicken legs. The house moves as if alive, sometimes spinning in circles, other times shifting positions entirely. Surrounding the hut is a fence, crafted from human bones, the tops adorned with glowing skulls that seem to watch and follow anyone who dares approach. To enter, one must call out to the hut, "Turn your back to the forest and your front to me." Only then will the house creak and groan as it reveals its entrance. Baba Yaga is neither entirely good nor entirely evil. Her nature is ambiguous, making her one of the most complex figures in folklore. To some, she is a malevolent witch who preys on the lost, the foolish, and the greedy, luring them into her domain only to devour them. To others, she is a wise crone, a gatekeeper to hidden knowledge, who rewards the brave and the pure-hearted. She often tests those who seek her help. In many stories, Baba Yaga will set seemingly impossible tasks for her visitors. Those who succeed may gain her favor, sometimes receiving powerful gifts or wisdom. But failure can lead to a gruesome fate, as she is said to consume her victims, grinding their bones to dust. Baba Yaga embodies the unpredictable and dangerous aspects of nature itself. Beautiful and bountiful one moment, ruthless and destructive the next. One of the most famous stories of Baba Yaga involves a young girl named Vasilisa. After her mother's death, Vasilisa was left in the care of her cruel stepmother and jealous stepsisters, who treated her with malice. They sent Vasilisa deep into the forest on a dangerous errand to fetch fire from Baba Yaga's hut. It was a task meant to rid them of her, as few who entered Baba Yaga's domain ever returned. Frightened but determined, Vasilisa clutched a small wooden doll her mother had given her before she died. The doll was said to hold a protective spirit. As Vasilisa ventured into the dense, shadowy forest, the doll whispered words of guidance, helping her find her way to Baba Yaga's hut. When Vasilisa arrived, the hut's chicken legs shifted and groaned, and the fence's skulls glowed ominously. Baba Yaga emerged, her iron teeth gleaming as she scrutinized the girl. Baba Yaga agreed to give Vasilisa fire, but only if she could complete 3 impossible tasks: separating grains of rice from poppy seeds, cleaning the enormous hut, and spinning a mountain of thread, all in one night. Terrified but trusting her mother's doll, Vasilisa placed it before the tasks. To her astonishment, the doll came to life and worked tirelessly, completing each task before dawn. When Baba Yaga saw the tasks finished, she was both impressed and suspicious. She demanded to know how Vasilisa had succeeded. When Vasilisa revealed the doll's aid, Baba Yaga flew into a rage. She hated anything born of love and purity, but Vasilisa's cleverness allowed her to escape with a glowing skull lantern from Baba Yaga's fence. Upon returning home, the lantern's light burned her cruel stepmother and stepsisters to ash, leaving Vasilisa to rebuild her life in peace. The legend of Baba Yaga holds deeper meanings beyond its chilling narrative. To some, she represents the untamable spirit of the forest and the wildness of nature. She is a force that demands respect, testing the courage, wit, and purity of those who encounter her. For others, Baba Yaga is a symbol of transformation. Her trials, though terrifying, are meant to teach resilience and wisdom. Those who emerge from her domain are forever changed, stronger, smarter, and more self-reliant. The duality of Baba Yaga's nature reflects the balance of life itself. She is both a nurturer and a destroyer, a giver and a taker. She challenges us to confront our fears and venture into the unknown, reminding us that even in the darkest places, there is the potential for growth and redemption. Baba Yaga's influence has transcended folklore, appearing in literature, art, and modern media. Her story has been retold countless times, each version adding new layers to her enigmatic character. But no matter how she is portrayed, one thing remains constant. Baba Yaga is a force to be reckoned with, a figure of both terror and fascination. Even today, whispers of Baba Yaga persist. Some say she still roams the forests, watching, waiting for the next lost soul to stumble into her domain. Perhaps she's still out there, flying in her mortar, her broom sweeping away her traces, hidden in the depths of the wild, untamed woods. So, if you ever find yourself in a dark forest and hear the faint creak of moving wood or the soft sound of sweeping, remember the legend of Baba Yaga, and whatever you do, tread carefully, for you never know when you might come face to face with the Witch of the Woods.